Theme song.
Bip, bip, ting.
Retro. I see the word retro. We went to a retro store today.
It was like, yeah, because I've not committed myself exactly, but just relaxed into falling down some weird retro elements in terms of my emulation and gaming. Because you know how I was talking about last time, how I really wanted to get a Dreamcast and a fucking Master System controller? After the move, which is a whole fucking thing in and of itself, I was just going through boxes, and I'd already moved a bunch of stuff downstairs in boxes. Like, before we even knew we had to move. Just because it was like, I know I don't want to get rid of this. I know I don't want to throw it out. I just don't want it also fucking taking up, my finite space. So, I just had this box, this fairly big box labeled Gabe's stuff. And believe it or not, that wasn't very helpful in fucking just discerning what was in there, off the fucking bat. So, is this a Ratchet and Clank?
It feels very ratchety. Ratchet, OG.
Alright, well, yeah, now look, pay attention.
Oh, there's a gem there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, those go down. Was not expecting that.
Yeah.
That's new. So Gabe's stuff box, not helpful.
Oh, yeah. So fucking, and I was like, all right, well, I gotta, I have to look through everything. So I did sensibly box a bunch of shit, but also like, that was in the first 2 days of pack. Like, kind of by the end, I'm just yelling and throwing things into bags. So, like, I know there's just,
that feel.
I haven't lost anything. It's just a bunch of shit is like, just broadly, somewhere. Like, everything's just somewhere. So I'm like, all right, I gotta look through these boxes. So I open the box up, and it's all the old shit that I fucking, didn't steal from Mana Bar, but literally nobody else was taking, so I was worried some of it was gonna get thrown out. So this is all like the old Mana Bar collection stuff. Amongst which was a Sega Master System controller and a Dreamcast controller. And I was like, So I tarted that,
Maybe if you just fucking wish hard enough, things happen.
Yeah, that's what
now
this
I
is.
believe
It's
in magic,
like,
Gabe.
What was that idiot thing the fucking Oprah slugs were, hooting and hollering about, the fucking...
No. That's really hard to get to.
It was like...
Oprah slugs?
Yeah, well, it was one of the dumb fuck... The Secret, that's it. Which is kind of where I wish a lot of the Q-tards would go back to, is just like, let's go back to, like, wishing for jet skis and shit, you fucking slug morons. So, like, yeah, this is just like that. I was like, oh, I need it, because I, I was close, because there was one in the valley, and it was like a guy selling,
Doesn't matter, go jam.
Doesn't matter, yeah. An old, Sega Master System 1, and, like, it was broken, but it came with 2 controllers. So, and it was $140. I was just like, if I get it, I'll have like 2 controllers in it. Like, that was where I was at.
Yeah.
And like, you can get Dreamcast controllers relatively easily, because it's a fucking Dreamcast. And it was made, close. Oh god, it was 20 years ago now, and I'm sad. But anyway, I've got that problem
Don't think
solved.
about age.
Yeah, I know. Just
like,
don't.
don't.
Block it out. Look out.
Yeah.
2021, we're just blocking shit out now.
2021, the year of check it chalk. Check it chalk?
The chic shock.
Chic shock.
I know that's chic, like, I think.
Nah, I'm gonna say
Well, there's usually like a fucking, maybe an accent. Like, I don't know how it works.
I don't think there
sometimes.
is an accent. I think there's an accent
I think
for
English
cliche.
could, yeah. Well, it might be over the eye. See, I think English could stand to actually, because we've got like 5 vowels and 20 vowel
What
sounds,
the
which is just a little
fuck
bit
are
of a
you?
clutter.
Even the bins have anxiety.
That's like, yeah. Well, that's what happens if you don't praise your Roombas.
Look, box. Fuck you, box.
And so I've got like, the Dreamcast controller was fairly yellowed, so I've got it like sitting in the sun with some bleach. I wanna hopefully not have to go to the chemist and buy the weird hair shit that crazy ladies from the 50s used to like get their fucking beehives pearl blonde. But if it doesn't work, that's where you go.
Do you know what is the best for cleaning old shit and helping with that shit? Mr. Sheen. For reals, that shit is magic. I don't know how it works, but that's what we used at cash converters because it just...
Specifically to de-yellow plastic or just to clean it?
Yeah. So this Dreamcast here was super yellow. And I Mr. Sheened out the shit out of it and it took a lot of it off. So combined with the sun bleach, you should have a pretty good thing. It also kind of mattes the coat.
Yeah.
It gives us this sort of protective coating and just helps with dust. Because because that was the shit. Because in retail, we'd coat shit out of it with Mr. Sheen, because then it wouldn't dust as easily.
Yeah. So now I've got a Dreamcast to USB adapter from Rafnet, which is probably one of the better ones you can get. Hopefully it'll be on its way reasonably soon, but there's big delays in Rafnet's shipping, which sort of sucks. It's coming from Japan though, which should speed things up a little bit. But like the fucking Master System adapter has to come from Canada, and that's like, yeah, it'll just
that's a bit.
yeah, like, you'll be lucky to get it this year.
Oh, here we go.
Like,
We're using all the masks. What does this one do again?
It's upsy downsies.
Oh, gravity.
Yeah.
I don't know which one I'm on.
You're on. Well,
now I'm down.
Can you change it while you're on the rope?
Yeah, that's what I was doing, and I didn't know. Ah, the CT's coming for me.
That sucked.
Dude,
hey, go away.
Fuck off.
Fuck off. Nah, piss off, you shit cunt. Oh, look. No.
Dude, this is like the angry son in Mario. I don't like it.
Who programmed those drones?
This level's fucking cool, though. I like it.
That is my idea, though. That is my Dr. Drone fucking...
They're listening to us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that got me too.
Deception's a bitch.
So like I'm getting...
okay, just wait.
So I'm getting like...
Just wait.
Well, I think it's in a fixed position to the runners, is the thing. Like, so that's... You got to use those scooty boys on the sides there. Yeah. There we go.
I just kept falling for the perception of I was on that one.
You can spin on the walls, can't you? It doesn't matter.
Oh, you can.
So yeah, I've just been like, checking a lot of retro shit. And it's frustrating because like there's a few... I mean, the Master System...
No, go back down. Secrets. No.
No,
I call
Aaron.
bullshit, Gabe.
No. Well, can you die and not touch the sea?
I could, yeah.
Off the left there, maybe?
Oh, actually. Nope. Look, don't put visible walls in. Let me die.
Like, that's just garbage. So yeah, there was a place at the fucking the mall, the Mount Cravat fucking monolith, called Retro.
Oh, right.
Super Retro, and I was like, I might have some stuff.
I'd never seen it. It must be
new. I'm pretty sure it was me, but it was also crap because it's just there's like one wall of like a few old consoles. Like
to their credit, they had a lot of SNES games that looked really good condition with labels, which is kind of.
I mean, a lot of
hard
places you didn't get the shit again.
I got the checkpoint. Doesn't matter.
I mean,
Ooh, can I go up there?
Something. Yeah, that's. Bonk, dink, darn.
Dick Man Vike? Uh-oh.
Donk Van Dick. Hey!
Bullshit.
Fucking.
So
yeah,
they suffer from a lot of the retro sort of store in Australia in the fact that you either look really shiny but have no substance in you, or you look like that other one that we visited.
That's because you see, that's the fucking thing of it. Is it's like op shops.
Yeah.
Like the only good op shops are the feral looking ones. I don't want to go to a nice looking op shop because you know what that is, Aaron? A fucking shop. Do you know what those are, Aaron? Fucking everywhere. So I don't need your fucking like shop. I'm here for the op shop. And like that's that's the fucking deal with this shit. You go in there and it's nice and it's in a mall that's nice. It's been like it's had a fucking redo several times. Like the fucking Mount Cravat one's a biggin. It's not like a fucking sadness mall. Up, see, look at that. Look at fucking Aaron's brain kicking there at the last second.
Lyric is a hell of... Okay, I call fucking bullshit on that. I didn't grip.
Yeah, it's a little bit sloppy with some of that stuff. And, like, quite sloppy with where the depth point in a drop is. Like, it needs to sort of be... Because, again, yeah.
Also, that TNT didn't blow up the crates.
How? It's, like, right there.
It did that time. Last time it didn't.
Because that's the thing, is you want the fucking dusty-looking ones, because that's where you can actually, find things.
Oh, that's fucking hideous.
You
need, like... I understand why the yellow outline appeared. You can turn it on now, and I think I'm just going to do it.
Oh, yeah. No, we're done with this. We've done our fucking, thing. Enhance. Because the thing that's fucking got me is, like... Do you know what's a really shitty console that's a struggle to emulate and has like maybe, you know, a few, like maybe 2 games that are slightly interesting.
What?
The Atari Jaguar.
Oh.
Do you know what someone out there is doing?
What?
Making brand new functional Atari Jaguar controllers.
The fuck?
I know. And the frustrating thing is, the second I saw that, I was like, oh, that would help complete the collection. The thing is, it's only like $50. The other thing is, then I have to get it because it's for Atari Jaguar. So it's like, all right, now I got to get a Jaguar USB adapter. And then it's like, all right, now what do I do? Well, now I can like, you know, I can play like a,
Come on, game.
you know, maybe 1 or 2 Atari Jaguar games. And the thing is, like, people reprint the fucking, you know, the little inserts that they fucking came with for the idiotic number pad that they decided to go with.
All right. Game, please. I am jumping straight at your pads. Please grip me.
Let me touch your pads. I think you're a bit low. You're jumping a bit early.
And I tried to double jump into it, and it just did nothing.
It's the upsy downsies just fucking.
See, like that?
Yeah.
That's fine.
I mean, you're coming off the fucking, you know.
They just need a bigger fucking contact point. I didn't jump. That was on me. That's not.
Whoopsie doodle.
I have hand tremors now, so that's fun.
Oh, no, you don't. But then I'm there and I'm looking, and it's like, because you can go for, you know, on eBay they just sell, it's like this one's, you know, the new inserts, they're slightly plasticized so they don't like fuck up like the old ones.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh yeah, that'd be really good. Then it'd look 100% genuine. That'd be kind of fun. And it's like, yeah, then you could like easily shift through weapons in Alien vs. Predator on the Atari. And it's like, oh yeah, that's right. I don't want to play that like at all. But then there's that bit in my head that's just like, yeah, but like, it'd be 100% legit. And I was like, yeah, that's a good point. Dumb part of my brain that needs to collect this shit.
I think I can just...
Upsies downsies it. You can just like fucking do an upsy downsies like, oh, look at it. You can tune. Pew, 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 Aaron.
It is very fun, actually. Oh, too far.
Fuck.
Wait, what? There was a box up there, I think. I bounced on it.
Did you bounce on it or did you bew? Because then you started falling. There's no box up there unless, because they render the boxes from fucking miles away so you can like get half a fucking, yeah, bew you. You gotta bew your way through this, Aaron. You know, do you need to touch that even? You just like, whoa.
It's because I'm bouncing on the TNT. That TNT has a huge box. It just goes boink. All right, gotta be careful of that TNT.
TNT has a fat pussy.
That was got a big box. All right, fuck
like,
off.
I reckon if you, like,
get
how
that
quickly
one.
can you do it? Like, because if you can pew, pew, pew like that, I reckon you can just sine wave your wood, bye, bye, bye. You know, like, yeah, like that. Like, you can
No, because you can only do 2.
Oh, all right, okay. All right. Damn it. Well, then they fucking...
Because then you could just float. You could just
well,
keep
that's,
doing
yeah,
it.
that's what I... Oh, that was the plan. I didn't realize you only had twosies. You're not very helpful, sad face. You know, like... Happy face, you're all right. Sad face, fucking eat a collection of dicks.
That
Jesus
one's
shit.
fucked.
That's an eager beaver.
Yeah.
Maybe don't switch it. So I think, are you switching it after you hit it? Because I think that's like fucking inverting the neutron flow or some shit. And then you're getting like a lot of up, you know?
Yeah, neutron flow.
So I'm probably gonna buy that stupid fucking thing.
Of course you are.
Want it. Yeah. Well, and then that's that covered. I'm trying to remember if anything else. It's like because the Master System one is one I actually will use. Same as the Dreamcast one. And they're relatively easy to fucking solve. I've looked into 3DO ones because I actually do play some 3DO games. They're a bit expensive.
Yeah.
Well, like, you know, believe it or not, Aaron, not a lot were made, and it wasn't a very popular console.
No.
No,
surely not.
I fucking, you know.
Might just... Okay, I press the wrong button then.
This is some wild shit to watch. Now I just need, like, a proper fucking storage solution for all of them. Because there's just no game racks, controller racks, you know? There's racks for games, but it's just like, what if I have, like, fucking, you know, nearly 14 controllers now? Yeah, I don't have one of those.
I know, I'm just saying that's like, that's kind of the only answer right now. You know what? Fuck your checkpoint. I'm not in the mood.
What was that thing? Oh yeah, we're not going to the mystery bonus.
Fuck
are we?
you.
You don't want to at least see what the bonus is? I mean, come on, we might as well see what it is. I mean, it's probably going to be hateful, but like, how hateful?
I've been,
This is the
I've been doing
important part.
therapy. I'm all on that wellness kick. I feel this is going to be mean to me.
Oh yeah, no, well, absolutely.
What does this do? Some slow
Time, grandma.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's
That's not actually.
that's got some daddy energy. That one. You know what? Fuck it. I deserve a treat after fucking moving. Fucking earned my fucking biscuit.
Ah, dude, that's fucked. I'm not.
It's like I live with, you know, women and fucking people who don't work out. So it's like, okay, something needs to be moved. And like, don't get me wrong, like any two adult males who don't have like what you have or cerebral palsy can move shit.
Yeah.
Women are fucking useless. And like, I don't mind that because it's not their fault, but what bothers the ever-loving shit out of me is when they try to pretend like they aren't fucking useless. And it's like, no, look, you're just fucking useless, all right? You're not helping. You know, there's nothing you can do here. You have the consistency of a marshmallow. So it's just like, well, you know, I could either fucking,
The bus killed me.
we could either have this move take a long fucking time as everybody slowly trundles up the stairs with a trolley, or I could just pick up the whole fucking table and move it downstairs in one. And that would have been fine, but like, swear to God, like, nobody. So I went over to do. This is the last time I'm ever doing a fucking clean. Like, I'll fucking say that now. I'm gonna use the old rent account as like a fucking saving account, and that's gonna be I'm saving up to have a bone clean done because I am not fucking doing that again. Because that was a 5-person job being done by 2 people.
Oh.
And you know, they're not bad. The thing is, like, I'm 37 and functional, and like some of the people I live with are in their 20s and retarded. And I don't mean that in a bad way. It's just you're in your 20s, and it's just unfortunate. It's just an unfortunate fact. You're just retarded, and you know, some of you are a notch below that on the fucking start.
Let's see
And-
if these tall poppies know how to smoke.
Again, I don't think you're a bad. If you're ever listening to this, I don't think you're bad people, but you have measurably fucked me over in this goddamn move. So you get some. You have to. If you feel bad, yes, you should, because that's a corrective energy that you should translate to not being a fucking, you know, blithering brain cramp in the fucking future. Because I don't expect a lot. You know, like, again, the bar's low. I don't expect a fucking marshmallow and, you know, someone with like fucking back problems to be able to functionally help me move the heavy shit. I'm well aware going into it that the heavy shit's a Gabe job. But like, I kind of expect people to do shit somewhere, you know?
Yeah.
Because it can't all be a fucking Gabe job. So what happened is nobody else like cleaned their room. Like, you know, they like fucking got the shit out of it, and it's like, okay, that's nice. But they didn't mop and they didn't wipe the walls down. They didn't do any of that shit. And like, I had my room to do, which is a big room. It's like, you know, it was the dad room, which is just mine because, well, really, you know, what the move is fucking, you know, painfully demonstrated. And I knew that was gonna be a hard one, and I pretty much the only one to use the lounge room, and that was another big room. So it was like, all right, that's gonna be another hard one too. So it's like, all right, I've got like the lounge, I've got my room, these are big rooms, and then I've got the kitchen, that's gonna be a knockdown, drag out. That's just, you know, again, there'll be grease hiding in places, and I knew all this going into it. And so it's like, all right, I've got 2 big rooms to do, but they're like, you know, maybe a medium work on the, you know, scale of things. And then it's like, and, you know, can he fatty wallop? All right, well, that solves that then. But like, you know, then the kitchen, but it's like, all right, I can get that done. And then it's like, you get there, it's like, oh, okay, so I have 5 rooms to do before I can even think about a fucking kitchen.
You
That's not
fucking
good.
cunt. Oh my god.
It's like, you blithering fucking numpties.
That's fucked, dude. What the fuck?
It's just like,
Clean your fucking shit. You
It's
paid
just-
for a room. You're a fucking adult.
like, because I haven't yelled at anybody yet. And the thing is, like, I've learned over the years different means of, you know, like the world is full of fascinating ways of approaching conflict. And like, it's really easy to sort of like ignore some of them because you think that they're not all that fucking useful.
Yeah.
But like, I've learned two great ways, of dealing with housemates through dealing with women and dogs. And with women, they do that thing where they store up shit and like, you know, bring it up later.
Yeah.
And that's annoying at first, but you got to realize it's actually genius because it's like that's all they've got. Like they can't fucking,
That's bullshit.
you know.
That should have worked.
Yeah, that should have been him actually. You know, it's not like they can punch me. So they gotta like, it's kind of like Yu-Gi-Oh. They gotta like have all these dueling cards and shit, and they're not still angry at you. That's the fucking trick of it. It's like if I want to bring up something, you know, if you and me want to bring up something to someone later, we gotta like maintain that thought and try and stay angry. Because without that, it just goes away.
Yeah.
Whereas with women, the angry goes away, but like the card just goes back in the deck for later
Yeah.
use. And that's the fucking genius of like woman bullshit. So that's what you gotta learn. You gotta learn, okay, I gotta fucking just store this card. I can't maintain the fucking anger because then I may as well just yell at him about it now. See, that brings up the problem, the dog problem. And it's like, you can't, you know, because the opportunity to go, hey, you cunts didn't do this wasn't there because no one was there.
Yeah.
And so you can't like fucking, you know, smack a dog 20 minutes after it's done something because it won't process what's happening. So I gotta wait until something else happens.
Yeah.
Which it will, and deal with that then. And, you know, I gotta do the fucking woman thing where I store the card up to like, all right, no. And then go, okay, look, you blithering brain cramps.
Do what you gotta do, man.
But like, fuck. I mean, I will say I did discover some fun. Like, it's been made easier because I've done a lot of these fucking cleans. Like, you know, a fucking lot of them. Like, I even did it for a job for a little while.
I cleaned display homes for a while.
That was interesting.
Yeah.
I've never done a display home. It was all like houses people lived in, which is kind of a different
Display
beast.
homes are great. They're just dusty usually.
Yeah, like it's like, so they got like those fucking micro derm brushes now, you know? And
Yeah.
fuck, that makes, because like my problem is, you know, and again, I take a fucking big strong guy approach to a lot of this. Nope.
Oh, I don't know what to do.
Try and jump past him, maybe.
Gonna have to.
And the thing is though, like, I start, you know, if I do that, I just start cleaning off paint. Which is also a huge problem with this house because the paint in a lot of places in this place looked like it was applied by dipping a kitten's paws into paint and then just holding it up. Like, most of it, there wasn't a single wall on the interior of that house that had more than one coat of paint. And most you couldn't describe as a coat. It was like a, you know, a slight dusting. You know how like in fancy plates of food, they do that thing where there's like a streak and it's kind of fat at one end and then it tails off?
Yeah.
Imagine that tails off part, but like that's just the walls. Like you can see the fucking brush strokes and it's just like, you know, because it wasn't done by people, it was done by the fucking owner and his kids. So it's just like, oh yeah. And so, you know, I'm trying to get like fucking, you know, getting marks off of a properly painted wall is one thing. Getting marks off of a wall where it's like, wow, if I rub this, it's wood. Like, is just a whole fucking different kettle of fish. So now they got these like little microfiber like sponges. And
Oh, yeah.
They're called magic erasers, but you can just like, if you buy ones that aren't called magic eraser, you can get them, you know, shitloads of them.
Yeah.
Okay, now remember, there's the little guy coming with the nitro, so you gotta save that.
Yeah, no, I know that one. I just, it's hard to lock onto him and it keeps blowing up those.
You know, so that made it a little easier. And then, like, then there's been the developments in chemical warfare. And like, I was impressed when, like, fucking Easy Off BAM came out. Cause I was like, oh yeah, for fucking years it was just like, your options were like Ajax and Windex and Bleach. And it's like, Bleach is like good for making toilets not smell like shit, but it's not great for like fucking cleaning, you know? Like, you can't really degrease an oven with bleach very well. And then like fucking, oh yeah, there's Easy Off BAM. And that's actually pretty fucking good. But like, it's still, you know, in the ovens, how the shit gets baked on and basically becomes like fucking coal. And it's like,
Yeah.
that's just not going anywhere. Right. Where are you going?
I forgot this one.
Okay. So, now there's like this new, and I don't know what war criminal we fucking adopted to get this technology. But like, you know, absolutely for certain they were some kind of fucking, they've done something terrible because this shit was hectic. It's called like easy off oven. And you know how all these things have shit on them, like don't use in an enclosed space and all that crap? And
Yeah.
really what they mean is like, look, just don't huff it.
Yeah,
And it's like, yeah, all right. And then like, you know, it's on everything. You know, it's on fuckers that don't use it and well ventilated, all that shit. What that really means is like, you know, if you are exposed to this a lot, you know, wear a fucking mask because otherwise you'll be huffing this shit. And like, one exposure is fine, but if you're drinking this shit on a daily basis, it's gonna fucking kill you. The easy off oven had that. And then it had the extra shit. And that's that little bit where it's just like, okay, no, seriously. They're like, no. We know that there's the thing always says don't fucking, you know, touch. No, very serious, because it was like, you need gloves. And I was like, oh yeah, I'll go get those little rubber gloves. And then below that, it's like, don't use those little rubber gloves. You need actual, thick, protective gloves. Don't let it touch you. Don't inhale it. Like, you know, all of this is written after the bit that says use in a well vent, like all extra shit. It's like, all right, like I'll probably get some gloves. And the proper gloves we had didn't fit me, so it was just me fisting this thing and like kind of groping through it. But like, you know, I came from out of my room that I was cleaning, went into the kitchen and sprayed like the front of the oven. It was like, you know, covered in baked on fucking product. You know, hosed it on, I was like, all right, I'll come back to that in a minute with a brush. And I come back to it with the fucking brush. And like, I'm not
Fuck
touching
off,
it, so it's
nitros.
fine.
Oh,
And
shit.
boogity boogity. Man, this is nuts. This is just a lot of nitro here. This is not safe design. No. Fucking
Oh, there's
Jesus.
another.
Oh, wait.
Oh. Give me nitros. Give
This
me.
is fucking... Yeah, no, you're needing that oogity
Need a
boogity.
noogie boogie. Wait, give me that. No. Fuck. Oh well.
Silence, honk box. Oh, fuck off, you fucking cunt. Oh,
Look.
Because I saw my future franchise. Oh, bollocks, my head hurts.
Billy Dingodale.
Get me the fuck out of here, mate.
So I go to wipe the grease off, and years of experience has taught me that that's still a job. You know, usually you get steel wool. You need metal to rub this fucking shit off. And I have, in the past, used a file. You know, like an actual goddamn file. I go to rub this with a bit of fucking, you know, good old-fashioned elbow grease, and I slip, because the shit is just not on anymore. Like, it has just turned this into just fucking goo. It just comes straight the fuck off. Like, again, whole life, never experienced something with that ferocious goddamn power. That is, like, and I'm impressed, bordering on frightened. At this point, I'm like, fuck me. Like, it's fucking, the shit works.
Yeah, dude.
No.
No, those like super strength ones are nuts.
And so I fucking, you know, I'm there rubbing it, and I'm like, all right, you know, I probably shouldn't smell this stuff, because it's probably bad. You know, if it can do this, God only knows what it's done. And so I go to just, you know, like when you're using the regular shit, you turn your head. You know,
Yeah.
provided you're not just over going, ah, yes, a fine bouquet. Like, you're fine.
Yeah.
I turn my head and go to take a breath. Now, you know when you smell something that's like really like, it's chemical. It's not like a fart or like, you know, something like that. It's like, it's something that's dangerous to you. And
Oh, that's a fucking. You.
doodles, whoopsie doodles. But then there's like the chemical shit, and your brain goes no, because it's like, you know, dangerous.
Yeah.
And like, because you know, it's like easy off bam. Like if you're over that and you're like, oh, that's a bit much. It's like, yeah. I went to take a breath, and
Look.
not only, yeah, Jesus fucking
Christ.
and not only did my fucking nose just go no, my lungs went nah, and I just couldn't breathe. And I realized I'm there. It's like, well, I have to get up and leave the fucking room. And it's like, yeah, like my body refused to take air in as long as the odor of, and I wasn't over it, you know? Like, I was out of the way. Like, I wasn't like just going, oh, yeah. It's like, no, you're in the presence of it. You don't get to fucking breathe. And so as I'm trying to get up, I slip on the grease that came off way too easily and wind up taking a deep breath. And yeah, that was something fucking else. It's like I'm used to huffing it. Like, and like the worst it gets, maybe a bit of a head spin sometimes. And that's just like, you know, that's just some good old fashioned country oxygen denial, you know, that's what the huffers get into it for, you know. This time around though, I got to meet Gaia and she had the head of Jim Belushi.
Stressing.
Yeah, well, it was okay because she said Jim Belushi's weed farm's going really well, which is probably solid for him.
Isn't Jim Belushi dead?
That's John Belushi.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Jim Belushi.
I always get my
absorbed-
Belushis
yeah.
mixed up.
It's very easy to do.
Will you play the hot new game from Mattel?
Yeah.
Belushi Bamboozle.
Beluhim, Belushi.
Fuck yeah.
And fucking... So I had 2 bottles of the shit too. Like I bought a can of it ages ago, thinking, oh yeah, I gotta clean the oven eventually. And then I bought another can when I was at the Bunnings to get more shit. And I'd unbeknowingly bought 5-minute oven, and then the other can I bought, which I thought was the same shit, was called 3-minute oven.
Oh, God, no.
So, Belushi Gaia taught me to combine the 2 cans. And do you know what I got then, Aaron?
Fucking negative 3-minute, 1-minute oven.
Negative 2-minute oven.
Oh, no.
And it was great because then my kitchen became this like spiraling vortex of infinite possible kitchens. And I could just reach out and pluck, you know, from this fucking dimension, a kitchen that had like never been touched. And I could just like summon into this existence like the pure kitchen. And then I woke up in the ground and like, you know, I was in the bathroom, so I was away from the fucking gas, but like, after that, it was like every time I did something with it, I had to spray it and then just piss bolt out of the room. And it's like, that just has to...
Come on!
That was interesting. Like, that just has to fucking... You gotta let that fucking pot simmer.
This is like, again, it's an enjoyable game, but the weak points of the thing,
little
mechanics
details,
not
yeah.
activating. Like, I just went through that dude's head.
Polish.
Yeah, like, the standard platforming is completely fine.
The thing is, the platforming itself is difficult enough without having to be stingy on how the fucking, you know, bits and pieces work.
Yeah.
You know, it's like the runners. It's like there's a lot going on in those sections. You don't need to be kind of dickish about when the fucking, you know, things activate. You know, you don't need to make that a fucking, you know, a stingy fucking minge.
Don't be a stingy mingy.
Yeah.
So, because like, watch this. Watch this, how late it activates, right? Jump. Like,
That
it's just
is,
got
yeah.
such a lag of the landing to being able to activate. Sometimes it activates quicker. For no discernible reason.
Belushi Gaia had great
Whoa,
tits, but that
fuck
might have
yeah,
just been
hell.
Belushi's tits. I haven't seen him for a while. He looks like one of those dudes that'd wind up with like a great pair, like when he hits like fucking dude menopause, you know?
100%. That's fucking...
See, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's called a fun platforming challenge. You know, yeah, and again, a lot of it is. Like, a lot of the platforming is just a fun, well-designed platforming challenge. It's just, you know, every now and then it's like, oh, you didn't touch the exact fucking little point of this. And it's like, really just make it, like, less fucking, you know.
Oh, big lag on that activation.
Yada, 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 yada,
So
yada.
you gotta do it earlier. Don't get me up.
Yeah, by the end of it, I had, like, what I can only describe as knuckle rot.
Ugh.
So, like, because again, like, normally I'm not doing this shit for 6 fucking days.
Yeah.
You know, normally it's like maybe 1 or 2 days and it's done. But it's like, oh yeah, that's right. Who did all of it? It was me. Me did all of this. I power washed the downstairs, which to be fair was a bit of fun. Oh man, like, you know, so I bought like one of those fucking Ryobi, you know, shotgun fucking, you know, washers, like a proper power wash.
Yeah.
You know, like 2,000 PSI. I almost got like the 2,500 PSI one, but it was like an extra $200. And I'm like, I don't need like, the extra 5 is just not, it's not like setting off that, ooh, like bit in my brain, which is, you know,
Essential
part
for
of
those
how
purchases.
it's a big part of how I make power tool purchases, yes. So I'm like just going nuts downstairs with that, listening to my fucking
Fuck off, game.
listening to my Rob Zombie mix.
Fuck
That's
me.
just Dragula over and over again.
Fuck it.
And so I'm just going, yeah, I am the one. Just destroying shit and having a lot of fun. And you know, like how like wasps will sometimes build nests, but then they'll also be like real cheeky and like just like stick shit in a hole that's already there.
Yeah.
Right, so I found one of those. And so this fucking, you know, like how many wasps have to come at you before you think, it's a bit of a problem?
One. Really?
Right. Okay, so I got to meet like 6.
Oh, no.
So there's like, yeah, and it could have been more, I wasn't 100% sure. There was more than a handful, and I'm like, and they're upset, you know, because like, I'm destroying their home, and they come out, and you know what the thing about wasps is? They're awfully like for, you know, you can do a lot of shit to a lot of animals and they don't know it's you because they're fucking stupid. Like a lot of them, you know, barely have theory of mind. So you can just throw stuff at a cat, and it's not gonna figure out that it's like, oh, hey, someone's throwing shit at me. It's just gonna like, oh yeah, something touched me, you know? Again, you can fuck with dogs in the same way. Wasps have a very uncanny ability to fucking pick who's been fucking with shit. You know, like they come bursting out of a fucking hole in some concrete and are like, who's fucking? Oh, you. Like, maybe it's just like, all right, whatever's the nearest fucking thing. But it always just feels very.
No, they are targeted 100%. I do not believe otherwise.
It just feels it just was a bit too fucking aware for my
Like, for instance, around the side of the house, there was a wasp nest on the clothesline there. And I was out there having a smoke and I forgot it. And I turned, like, I leaned my head back and I was in the wasp nest. Suddenly, there was about 4 or 5 very angry wasps because my head was in the nest. And I just hobbled away as fast as I could. Yeah, towards.
That's right. Didn't your lady friend get stung?
Yeah, she got stung on the ear.
I mean, like, look, you know, that's funny.
Yeah, no, it is. So they were angry, and so I went inside. Thankfully, they didn't get me, but I went out the back to finish my smoke, and one followed me around the side of the house.
Oh, dude, have you thought about like blowing big piles of weed smoke at them?
I tried that. They just got angry.
I knew they'd be the kind of cunts that wouldn't enjoy it. You know, like are those people that get really angry,
which was cool.
Would be fun. Yeah, a little high frog. I wonder what a frog with the munchies looks like. It's just a mouth, you know?
Trying to eat flies, man.
Yeah.
Trying to eat flies that ain't there. I don't like this level.
This is nice. I mean, like, in terms of, like, this is hectic. This is what crossing the traffic should feel like. Whoop. Oh, okay.
Head taken off.
You can't touch the repulsors, the gravity beams.
No.
The thing is, with it going toward the screen, you don't know where the death point is.
Yeah.
And I think that's the point, so it's like, all right. And it's been fairly lenient, really, so... We'll give it some walks there.
Me, the oogie.
So like, there's 6 fucking wasps are coming at me, and that's when I realized, wait, I'm holding a big gun.
Fucking you! I'm expecting the long one. It's the short one.
No! That's just now. You're just getting impatient. And so I've got the fucking, you know, the water thing with the pressure at maximum. And I've got it set to like wide beam, you know?
Yeah.
So I've got like these fucking things coming at me and I've got like the fucking Contra gun set to wide shot. And that just clicks at one point. And it's just like, yeah! So it's just, unload. And, you know, I'm just like, back and forward. Because it's like, you can't target a fucking flying wasp, you know?
No.
Like, that's not...
There's no lock on targeting in real life.
You just gotta spray and pray. And like watching the beam of fucking like high pressure water just hit these things and watch them just get knocked to shit. And like they bailed. The wasps just were like, nope, can't fight this.
That's great.
This mighty titan fucking controls the storms. And I gotta do that again at my new place, because my new place is one of those places that has lots of orb weavers.
Oh no.
And those things are stupid and annoying.
Spicy fried
Because they're mostly okay. Like, they don't come into your house. The problem is, of all the spiders Australia has, they just love putting shit at, like, head height. And it takes you have to, like, because no one's lived in that house for a little while.
Right.
Like, probably about 6 months. So the place is overgrown. Like, my backyard is, like, I have a backyard, and then I have a gate, and then I have, like, a backer yard that's just Jurassic Park. And there's like a weird fucking what looked like the bits of a pagoda or some shit, but it's just like a fire pit with 4 poles. So it's just like, oh yeah, that's where the rituals take place. And that's nice, you know, I finally wanted a ritual space in my fucking house. But yeah, so I've got to like, I basically have to have an argument with the orb weavers about precisely, because bear in mind the trees, there's a lot of trees in the yard, and they go very high. You can have the top bit. Like, you just can't come down to where heads exist because that's always going to be conflict. And these fat butt fucking things, like,
I hate them.
yeah, they're one of the worst. Because, like, we used
They
to have...
remind me of sculptures. I don't
We used to
like
have... Yeah, they are very sculpturally... Yeah, they actually really are. In terms of, like, the proportions of butt to fucking leg.
And their joints, they've got the
Yeah.
same sort of
The
looking
big-
joints and
They have
color.
very stabby little
yeah,
fucking
I
legs.
don't like them.
They're awful. They're fucking awful. And, like, they're... You know... It's one of those things, like, my housemate put on, like, hey, how do you get rid of these in the yard? And people pipe up with, like, they're part of the ecosystem. It's like, yeah, no shit. They're also, like... everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not like, oh, hey, I
Not
found like this
killing all
endangered
of
frog in
them.
my backyard. How do I punch it to death? It's like, no, I just want like a half dozen morons to not be trying to tie up my fucking clothes, you know, because that's what they do. It's like, look at that. And like, I've watched, you know, you fucking annihilate these things with a stick and then you come out the next day and like boomers to floodplains, they've rebuilt like another one there. It's like, oh yeah, that guy just had his house destroyed. Sweet, guess I'll go build there. It's like, all right, I know there's something in there that can fucking tick over and like pick up on new information.
Yeah,
I don't
maybe
know
if
what.
you kill
but-
enough of them, you're gonna get a bigger wallet.
Well, I'm going out there like February 1st, some new rules about goo shooters or gel blasters come in.
Wait, really?
Well, yeah, because like it's just it happens every fucking time. Is like the problem with these things is they're really fucking cool, and also dead shits love them, and dead shits ruin everything.
I was gonna not shoot children in the park from 50 meters away. God damn it!
No,
They've
see-
ruined my fun.
See, that's the thing. That joke that we had, dumbasses will go out there and
Oh,
do
no.
shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
go fucking do shit. Or worse yet, because again, like I got the one that looks like really fucking real. They
Yeah.
go around and they pretend like they're fucking real
Oh,
guns, and you know.
Can't do that.
That fucks up. Basically, like you're allowed to have them still. Like you don't
Okay.
have to get a license or anything. And you're allowed to like play with them in your backyard and whatnot. It's just you can't just walk around with them.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, you gotta
Look,
like
that's fair.
you have to transport them in a bag, and like if you're gonna play like somewhere, you gotta have like a little flag on you or some shit. Like you gotta signal that it's like a fucking game.
That's fair. If
Yeah,
I
that's-
dress
so I'm
as
gonna-
Master Chief, I'm allowed to walk around with gel blasters.
Yeah.
That's the law.
Until someone in America probably does a fucking Master Chief rampage,
Damn,
which you know is
yes.
probably gonna happen
God
eventually.
damn.
Because that's
that's never happened.
costumes. You gotta get into
No one
costumes.
has
yeah.
never been like themized it. And be like Shrek. Shrek just shut up a school. Like, because like
that
the
would be
movies, what would
so
happen?
good.
'Cause,
No,
like-
I know. No, because like it's why I
one
wanted to
thinks
turn
this.
out that John Cena eats children. Because like when Chris Benoit snapped and like fucking murdered his family, they had to delete Chris Benoit from a lot
Yeah.
of WWE shit. And like, look, fair enough. I'm not one of those people who's just like, oh, he was a really good wrestler though. It's like, yeah, he murdered his wife and kids. Like, there's no amount of being a good professional wrestler that's gonna fucking get over that. So like, they had to delete him. And like, bear in mind, he was the world champion. Like, there were some like proper full tilt major WrestleMania moments, literally all about him.
Mm.
Like, there's big things of him, and like the sad thing is like it was like the same night Eddie Guerrero won, and we love celebrating Eddie Guerrero because he's lovely, and then died, like without strangling his family with a Bowflex. And so
that we know. of.
yeah, and so now we can't fucking like
He shot midgets out of
Yeah,
bows
shot-
in his spare time.
possibly. I mean, like Mexico's
He
got
had
some
a
crazy
big
hobbies.
bow in his like backyard. It was huge. Just went
dwarf bow.
yeah.
So like fucking, if John Cena turns out to be like a child eater, they've got literally like 15 years of the entire company built around John Cena. There's no deleting him.
No.
There's no getting rid of, there's no scrubbing him from the history.
Look,
There'll
it
just be
would,
nothing
it would
left.
be another knock of the pillar of McMahon. Like that's all it is. It's like there's there's going to be a beautiful crazy moment where it coalesces into just the absolute
Oh, like,
breakdown of everything.
the thing about wrestling is all of those knocks are already there. It's just because it's a carny sub fucking hobby, nobody cares.
Yeah, but
Like he helped a guy
he's
get away with
getting-
murder.
Getting
Like,
on, he's dying.
Oh
isn't he?
yeah,
like he's old.
I hope. Like,
How
oh yeah,
old is
yeah.
he?
He's like 75 or
Yeah.
some shit. Like, no, 100%. I pray, like, 'cause it's the only thing that's gonna fix every problem that thing has. Well, not maybe everyone, because it gets passed on to like fucking Triple H and Stephanie.
Yeah.
But God, we can hope. But like fucking, yes, I got to goo. I might gel blast a few of them just for shits and giggles.
Yeah, do that.
You
That'd
know,
be fun.
just cause I think I won't get the realistic ones out. I'll get the rapid fire goofball one because I just feel like that's what I want. I want
You know
to
what-
sock them with a few good
You know what
shots.
I want? I want the 50 cal, and I want
Oh,
slow-mo.
actually, yeah, you should come
And I
around because my
want-
housemate's got like not the 50 cal, but he's got like a super powerful fucking rifle one.
Ooh.
Yeah, so we can like we'll turn that into a thing. It's just like let's let's go hunting orb weavers, or at least get them out of my fucking headspace. Because some of them have got to be scooted on. It's like, don't just look up.
I just want to use the slow-mo camera and just shoot
Yeah.
it in slow-mo. I think that would be sick, just like, then you like position behind a sniper, then you follow the bullet.
Because it's like all the months on Facebook going, oh, they eat the bugs. Yeah, you know what eats bugs? Geckos and frogs. Like, I'll be happy because there's a little area I'm going to turn into my frog pond because I want like some green tree frogs. And it's like, they'll deal with the bugs. They'll eat the bugs too. Like, that's a good thing. And then they're not the most awful thing. There's a good fucking, I'm not rendering the orb weaver extinct. They're probably, fucking a big chunk of Queensland's biomass.
But I am. I'm the orb weaver's punisher. I'm like
the Doom Weaver.
Yeah, I have a picture of the orb skull. There's an orb weaver, but it's a skull on my
they
chest.
look like if you catch them in the shadows, like they do look like they have.
They look like skull chillers. I don't like
and they
them.
have the stickiest fucking webs. Like, so when they get on you, it's just like, oh fuck. And like, I've had one crawl on my neck once, and like I know the way you can tell the difference between like just any bug crawling on you and a fucking orb weaver spider is bugs scuttle. So their feet just go wherever.
Yeah.
Orb weavers step very deliberately.
I don't like them.
Yeah, no, you'll feel the
They're
difference.
little creepy misters. I don't like them.
Oh, they're fucking horrible.
I can imagine them with little top hats going, yes, yes. And just because they're just stepping everywhere,
The thin butt ones are the males. The thick butt ones are the females.
I don't care what size their butts are. They all need to be eradicated.
Yeah.
They are also that's my second party.
Well, the gel blaster and the power washer are getting some of that work done. And
Policy
the
number
thing is,
one.
I'll have to do this like daily for like a week because it's the only thing that'll get through to the fucking, I don't know, Sega Master System they've got for a brain.
Policy 1, nuke the ocean. Policy 2, wake up Godzilla to fight Mothra. Policy 3.
No, we got to keep Mothra because Mothra is technically Mothra is more of a nature spirit. Mothra is on the side of life.
Yeah, but I think Mothra is going to wake up and be pissed if I nuke the ocean.
Yeah, you're probably right there. There's probably some kind of fucking
Or is
weird...
there a kaiju that rules over the oceans?
Well, I mean,
or is that 'cause that's
Godzilla's
life, I guess, technically.
Godzilla's in the ocean sometimes, but I don't think Godzilla's he's not.
No, I
really
sent him an
aquatic.
email. He's not going to be there. All right, I told him get out of the ocean. The nukes are coming down.
I mean, the fucking King of the Monsters was a good film. I think it overdid the destruction. And the problem was they didn't have the rights to all the really cool Toho fucking monsters. So there wasn't Anguirus and all that shit. So it's just oh yeah, there's just some fucking, it looks like a fucking, mastodon or some shit. It's they really should have saved some of that. I think they blew too much wad on that one fucking film. And it wasn't even good wad, it was kind of stringy. Because if you've got a movie where we get the fucking weird chihuahua looking thing and, the spider and the fucking, Anguirus and shit, it's yeah, all right, now we got some destroy all monsters shit going. But it's I don't want to fucking see, oh yeah, who's this? Oh, it's just fucking moose face. It's I don't know who that is and I don't care. Don't come up with new ones unless at least give them a personality or something. Have someone in Russia go, oh shit, it's fucking, Baba's fucking, moose that she rode or some shit.
I don't want to see moose face.
You got it. Yeah, that's the thing is Rodan has personality. Mothra has lots of personality. Godzilla has lots of personality, Even Ghidorah, the fucking alien, has personality, and it shouldn't be here. But you can't just what makes those interesting is not just the fact that they're really big. It makes them interesting.
They've got massive dongs.
Yeah, well that, but they also, they have character.
Yeah,
they have personality. They have Mothra has twins that sing, and that's kind of interesting. They were in the film, but they didn't sing.
Oh,
yeah, and I like
bullshit.
The movie kind of had inklings of the nature of the connection between humans and the fucking the Titans. It's I like that. I like the idea that humanity itself is a whole Titan. I thought that was kind of nice.
You know who I think they should
But
fight?
now he's going to be fighting King Kong in a month on HBO.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to that, but it's this is another one of those ones where you need to watch pro wrestling because you can't. Something else has to happen. Because you can't have the fucking Godzilla versus King Kong originally just had two different endings for Godzilla or King Kong winning, and I kind of think that just sucks. You got to have him fight to some kind of draw, preferably at the midpoint of the film, and then have some other worse cunt show up because you need that fucking all right, there's a bigger problem. You need that team up because people like King Kong, people like Godzilla. You need someone that they can go, oh, we don't like that fucking new guy. So I don't know, maybe have them both punch Mooseface or
Fight
some
a giant Ray Romano.
shit.
Just keeps nose rising out of the ocean.
Just regular Brad Garrett.
Look,
It's Garrett-san.
fucking. They should have. He's big in Japan.
I mean, he's big everywhere.
He's Brad
He
Garrett.
got like all of Italy's height.
That's true.
Because they're small, angry people.
Yeah, no, it was like a symbiote.
Not quite as nuggety as the Greeks. They're a small, angry, wide people. Everything on a fucking Greek dude's thick. I watched a Greek guy punch a dude out front the bar in Melbourne one time, and he had like his fingers were the sausagiest fucking fingers you've ever seen.
Yeah.
It would have been like getting hit with a boxing glove on, even though he wasn't wearing one. Like, it's so weird to see fat fingers. You know, you just don't think about it. But these things were like, you know, not like a fucking Cole's barbecue sausage. You know, like you'd have to go to a fucking deli to get these fucking links, man. I still just punched right in the side of the head, kind of like the fucking, you know, the villain salute from Inspector Gadget.
It's great guy's fingers. Squish face.
KeepetClassy is proudly sponsored completely by its fans. We thank you for your support.
It expanded somehow. I'll have you know